Okay, so let's start. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so can you see my screen, guys?
Yes,
Okay, fine. My voice is clear.
yes, it's clear.
Okay, great. So today we will learn about price approach. Why price approach is important. In RTM, while reading the market, we look for the past, how the price is approaching to our potential trading zone. Like potential trading zone is like this, okay, and price is approaching towards it, like price approach like this thing, and this is our price approach. So depending on how the price is approaching and what pattern it is making while approaching to our zone, think like this is our zone, price is approaching, that creates our trading setup and trading opportunity. So in RTM there are many types of price approach, many types of PA. So we will look at them, right? So first type, it think like here is the zone like this, and our first type is QM, right? As many of you maybe may know QM how it is formed, but I will going to draw it like this. Okay, a QM look like this, makes a high, then makes a low, then makes a higher high, then makes a lower low, right? Like this, a high, low, let's write it, high, high, okay, in yellow and background black. Okay, fine, that's it. High, low, and higher high will touch this zone, higher high should touch this zone, and then price come back and break this low and makes a lower low. Here was let's move this to upside, so anyone who watched this video can find LinkedIn profile easily. Okay, yes, it was like this, and make this text anchored. Okay, fine, now it will okay. This is the QM, we call this QM. Okay, so then price goes back to this high level, we call this QM level, we call this QML. Okay, and when price goes back to it, go here QM level and then fall back, we call this QM. let's make it bigger. 20. Okay, fine. Next, our price approach is DM. We call it diamond. What happens in diamond? Diamond is some form of failed QM. So think like this. This is the QM, and okay, let's shift it here. Okay, fine. DM. So DM in diamond, what happens? Price goes up and cross this higher high. This is higher high. Size 16, size 14. Okay, this is the higher high. Price goes up again. Price came here, next lower low. Instead of falling from the QM level, price goes up and breaks this higher high. So now we call this DM, diamond. So usually if you look at this zone, what you can guess here, usually our QM's head being at RS level. In every zone, as you guys know, in every zone we have RS and MPL. So RS is at lower side and MPL is at upper side. So normally what happens, price don't reach MPL. So what happens, price will go back again. Instead of falling from the QM level, it will go back again and cross the higher high and reach to the MPL, and then it will fall back again. This will make higher high here. Another higher high is formed here, and then price falls again from here and breaks this lower low and make here, engulf this lower low and make here another lower low. Like this. So what happens, how we will trade this? Normally when diamond is created at time of the falling, usually it will create some zone here. It will create some zone here, and then from here you can trade either here or here, right? So when price goes back up again, you can trade like this. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, next our price approach is Cancan. And when Cancan is created, okay, usually you have already seen Cancan in explanation of fake out and engulf, and I will show you again. Think like this is our zone, and when Cancan is created, price uh, going up like this. Making high, low, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, goes up to this zone and falls sharply like this. Okay, falls sharply without making, and don't make any zone here. Falls sharply from here and don't make any zone here, right? In this way, do not make any zone. So what will happen? Price will go like this. It will make like a trend. Go like this and will fall from like this from here. Okay, then fall like this. You have seen this already, this one. If we change it to like this, at this side we have our engulf, right? Engulf to what? Engulf to this zone. Okay, engulfing some zone and faking out to some zone here. Here we don't have any zone here, so what price does? Price makes zone like this, like this, like this. Okay, and gives the impression of making a trend, but this trend is false trend, and fake out here. This is fake out, and faking out what levels? These levels. Okay, so this is called Cancan. Let's do 20.
That's good.
Okay. Okay, any question, or we should move forward to examples?
Just a quick question. The can movement up into the
Can you speak a bit
zone.
louder?
Okay. That can that where the price moves up back into the zone. Is that the same as compression?
Yes, you can say it like a compression, bit of compression type. We will study compression later, right?
Okay. Okay.
So today we will study these three types of price approach, and now we will go to the chart and look at the examples, right? I'm deleting them. Let's go to the chart and start finding. First we will find QM. Okay, QM. Okay, QM. A good example of QM, we don't have QM here, and let's look at here. Do we have QM here? No, we don't have any QM here as well. High low, higher high, lower low, and goes up here. Yes, we have a QM here. If we look at this, okay, if we look at this one, price makes a high, makes low, higher high, lower low, right? What we will call this? High, low, higher high, lower low, and this will be our QM level, right? Price goes back up here, QM level, and falls, right? This is our example of QM level. And let's find a bearish example. This was a bullish example, and now we will find a bearish example. Let's delete this. And now we will find a bullish example. This was a bearish example, and bullish example, bullish, a clear bullish example. Okay, here we have high, we have low, high, lower low, then higher high, right? We have high, then low, then high, let's remove this, then lower low, and then higher high. Okay, and this will be our QM level, right? It's not this one, this one is high. This swing will also be considered, this low, okay, and this one is our QM level. Price came back after crossing this to high side, came back to QM level and goes up. Okay, so let's see another example. Here we have example. Okay, price goes up creates a high, creates a low, creates higher high, creates lower low, goes back again to QM level and falls. Let's label it. Creates high, creates low, cross it here, creates lower low. Before this creates here higher high, goes back to QM level and falls like this. Okay, this is our QML. This is QML. This falls like this. Okay, and now that is low high lower low higher high lower low. Okay, so this was our example of QM, and let's find diamond. Let's find diamond. Diamond. Let's find a diamond, guys. Okay, here we got the diamond. Price makes a high, low, higher high, lower low, then again it makes a higher high. Okay, and then makes a low, lower low. So let's label it. This makes high, low, higher high, lower low, then again makes a higher high, and then lower low. Okay, and then price goes up again from here and falls again like this. Okay, so this is our diamond. Let's see if we can find at downside some diamond structure. Okay, no, we don't have diamond here. Okay, we have a diamond structure here. Let's see. Price makes a low, price Price makes a low. Low. This cursor is playing that. Makes a low, then makes a high, then makes a lower low, then makes a higher high, and then again makes a lower low. This is lower low. We will see this. Let's zoom it. Okay. Here, price makes a low. Makes high here. Makes lower low. This is lower low, price crossing this. Then makes higher high by crossing this. Here is higher high. Then come back and make lower low again. If we draw a line from here, you can see this cross this line. So this is our lower low. Okay. Then price goes up again. Makes another higher high, came back and goes up. Makes another higher high here. Okay. And came back. Where came back? This zone. Which zone was created here? This zone was created here. Came back to this zone and goes up. This was our bullish diamond. Okay, let's find out Cancan. Example of Cancan. So let's delete it. Okay, and let's find out the example of Cancan. We have example of Cancan here. Price was going up here, came back, hit a pullback, and from here to here it falls very sharply, right? This low like this, and this is our zone. Okay, so from here to here, if we look at price action, price fell very sharply, did not make any zone here. So what will happen? Price going up like this, one, this one, and then fall down, right? In this we can see only one pullback, but we can find many pullback examples too. So let's find many pullback examples. Okay, okay, here is the example. From here, this is a zone. Price went up very sharply, came like Cancan. This zone again and goes back up again. Okay, and let's find another example. Let's do another example. Okay, if you look at this, we also have example again here. Price went up sharply and came in form of the Cancan to this zone. Right? What happens if price goes up very sharply? We can pull up zones from the other side as well. If this did not create any swap or any zone here at this area, we can do this. And what happened? Price goes up and came in form of like this, and then goes up again. Right? And let's find another example. This is also some example of Cancan. Price fell sharply here and goes up like this. Let's do again. Okay, here is very good example. Look at this. Price was going up like this, like this, and fell sharply from here. Right? This is what happened here. And what happened then? Goes like up like this. Like this. Right? And then fell from here. Right? Like this. So what happened here? Just fall from here. Right? Perfect picture example like we studied. So this is our Cancan. Here what happened with price? It made 3 moves. 1, 2, 3 moves like this. And do we have any more example here? This is also some kind of example. If you look at this, price fell sharply from here, and then also somewhat goes up like this. Only just one pullback, a small pullback here, and then when came back, this came back like this. and then goes up again sharply like this, came back again to this zone, right? So these are some examples of Cancan. So today's our 3 price approach topics have been completed. If you guys have any question, please ask. Do you guys have any question?
Yes, yes, I have one
Okay.
question. This Cancan and DM can
Yes.
consider in FL, swap FL and DP also.
Yes.
For example, if DP is created and we got Cancan or Diamond.
Cancan or
Diamond.
okay, diamond.
So,
Okay.
so we can follow the trade for DP or we follow the trade for Diamond.
Anything you can like think. These QM, DM and Cancan all are the price
Yes.
approach. All are the price approach.
Okay.
Think like you have a
Okay. Can you make one drawing for related to FL and DP? In that DP, we can see find any related diamond or Cancan.
yes, this was what you can see this one. Okay, here
Okay.
what happened here, here this is high, low, higher high, lower low, right? So what happened here, this is our high, price goes up from here, makes a high, makes a low, makes higher high, makes lower low, okay, and then goes back up again in the form of Cancan. Goes down. So how we consider the DPs, right? Like this. Okay. And let's delete this. You understand? Here we have a zone.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this, look at this upper line. Which candle crossed it from top? This one. So this will be called DP. We can call this
Yes.
DP. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So price came back, break this low, and then goes back again to DP, and then fall from here. And this created what? Cancan. Right?
Yes.
Price approach means price can approach to any zone. It can be RS zone, it can be DP, it can be swap FL, any zone. When I draw
Okay.
any
Okay.
zone, that means this zone can be any zone. Like this zone can be DP, okay, this can be RS zone, this can also be our swap FL. any zone. This can be any zone, that doesn't matter, right? Usually what we
Yes.
see in QM structure, what we see usually our DP is at LSK. LSK means left shoulder king. If you look at this, this is left shoulder, this is head, this is right shoulder, right? And kink is
Yes.
what? Kink is from which candle line goes through, candle or look at this, price came back, goes up. So any candle, any pullback, any kink is like this, kink is formed like this. We call this kink. If any line is passing through it, we call it kink. This can be RS king, this can be LS king, right? And at LS king it becomes DP, at RS king it becomes RSFL, and DP is also some kind of FL. So this is LSFL, you can also say this as LSFL. This is also called LSK. LSK means left shoulder king. This is the left shoulder. If we forward here, we see this, we found this king. When price is coming down, we find this king. So this will be called our LSK. We can also call this LSK, right? This is also our LSK. LSK, and this can be our DP as well. DP is also here. Same. Many times DP and LSK are same, right? Any other question?
No, now it's clear.
Okay.
So when we share the chart in the group, I will share example like FL related to the DP or QM. It is okay?
Can you repeat?
For in the group, we can share some chart. The chart consider today topic including the FL and swap FL.
Which chart?
Now we will share new based on today topic.
You share examples of QM, DM and Cancan.
Okay.
Of course you have to use whatever, you can use whatever techniques you have learned in past, but you have to share charts in group regarding QM,
Okay.
DM and Cancan, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so no question. Now we don't
Yes,
have any
yes.
For
A
me.
question.
okay.
All right, let's say two different traders are looking at this gold chart at this point in time. The two different RTM traders, we can have different flag limit starting points.
Yes, actually in RTM is a style, and we have many masters, and as different master there can be different interpretations. So one master can consider something same as different thing, and another can consider different thing, right?
Okay.
Any other question? Okay, so it seems no question, so let's keep it here, right?